You guys, on my last video, many people commented that the very first legal slave owner in America was a Black person. And I was like, I have seen this comment enough that I will look it up myself. I'm sure that this is completely untrue, but let's see where they're getting this from, where they can feel like they can say such a thing. You guys, I have breaking news from the year 1621. I feel like an idiot. If you already knew this, leave me alone. I'm doing my best. But apparently, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm literally shook. Anthony Johnson was a slave brought over from Africa. Okay, so what I did know that many people don't know is that Black people were not just, or Africans were not just stolen by Europeans and shipped over to America. They were sold by other Africans. I did know that. A lot of people don't know that. So this was not news to me. But he was sold and he was brought over as an indentured servant, and he was freed because he served his time. An indentured servant serves for a period of time to pay off a debt or to earn their freedom, and then they get to be free. And that was the model that was meant for the Africans in America. Hang with me because this gets crazy. He was an indentured servant himself. He earned his own freedom. He bought land, and then he owned slaves. He was the first, I'm going to get there. Okay. He owned slaves, Black and white slaves on his tobacco farm. Are you kidding me? He owned white people? Okay. So he owns white people. And then there's this guy named John Kasser. John Kasser earns his freedom through indentured servitude because that's the model. And Anthony's like, no, actually, you're my slave for life. I know that nobody's ever heard of this, and this is not the typical model, but you will actually not be earning your freedom, and you will be my slave for life. So he goes to court, and he pleads his case, and he's like, you guys get back to me with a ruling on whether or not I can keep John forever, because I don't really want him to be let go. There are other reasons. There was a neighbor, whatever. It doesn't matter. He's like, he's going to be my slave for life. And the court rules in Anthony's favor and it's like, we love this for you. Keep him forever. So Anthony Johnson is the first legal slave owner. It's the first legal acknowledgement in English America that an African could be held as a slave for life. And he was owned by a Black man who owned other slaves who were both Black and white. And when they were writing our history books, they were like, we don't need to talk about that. Are you joking? I don't know if I'm being dramatic, but this changes everything.